And then it's just me talking to her going, working a night shift, it's a bit funny having steak for breakfast. Yeah. Welcome to Do You Know What I Mean podcast. I'm James Kilvington and I'm with Liam Senior.
How's it going?
All good?
Yeah, good now.
What have you been up to?
Oh, it's stressing this morning trying to get all this set up. I've done it that many times, but for some reason, every time I set the podcast up, there's like an issue I've got to sort out and things like that. So getting slicker, but it's a pain in the backside.
We get the new room soon.
Yes, yeah, just the other side of this wall. We've got a little set we're working on, haven't we? So
it should be good.
Yeah,
we'll have a backdrop and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll have our own little home. It'll be fixed. The mics will be set up. The camera, tripods, everything will just be where it needs to be. Yeah. So I don't have to faff about, and you can come in and just good to go.
Chill out.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about. It's just like a bit of banter and a bit of crack between us, and you don't want to be faffing and stressing beforehand, do you? So.
No. So what's been up to? What has been happening?
Not an awful lot, mate. I've been grafting. Just do some good work with the media company. We've had some big clients come on board, so just loads of editing and videography stuff at the moment. But that and the kids.
Wait, what?
That and then looking after the kids.
All right. Yeah.
No, nothing to worry about.
Well, I started at that level straight away.
Yeah. Let's continue on with. How about you? What have you been up to?
Just writing new material. I've got the new show coming up on 17th of March in Billingham.
Yeah.
Be there or be square. I'm writing loads of new material at the moment. Just constantly writing. It's weird because I'm writing gags, and then I'm writing like story material. Yeah. But then trying to place where it's going, and because you don't want people to get like, if they've seen you before, you don't want them to go, I've heard that. Which I never do anyway. Everything I do is completely different. Most times, I've got a certain amount of stuff that I do, and then it changes. And so I'm looking forward to it. Sold loads of tickets, early birds straight away, which are the cheaper tickets, and then hopefully sell them out this week. And then
I'll be getting one. I haven't got mine yet, so I'll be on one of them.
Yeah. And then obviously you won't have to buy yours. Don't worry.
I'll pay my way. Don't you worry.
And then obviously we've got the second release of tickets will come out, but then I've got some big shows coming up. I'm writing at the moment as well. I've got London coming up as well.
Big time.
Which I'm looking forward to.
The big smoke.
Yeah.
Have you had your jabs?
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to London because I've done down south quite a few times, but I've never done London city centre, and I don't think it's a be all and end all, but it's nice to. Is that the right word? Be all and end all?
It's not the most important place you have to be. You have to gig there all the time, but
I really want to. Yeah. It's something that's been a little goal of mine to do. Yeah. So especially the comedy clubs that I'm doing there. I'm doing Backyard Comedy Club, which is a really good comedy club.
Heard about club.
And then I've got a bit more to do as well. I'm doing Hot Water Comedy Club at the end of the month.
Amazing, love their stuff.
And then I'm doing the Glee Club as well later on.
Yeah.
Through the year.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned the Glee Club. Yeah.
Just little spots and that there. Just to get about, just to get all my material out all the time, constantly, and then just constantly writing, constantly going.
Do you need to? So if you write a joke, then your next couple of gigs you might test it out, see what the feedback is, see where the laughs are, and work on it. So then when you get to a gig like London or Hot Water Comedy Club, you know your material's like.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, every material hits every. 9 times out of 10, if you've got a good joke that works, it'll work everywhere. Yeah. But I've said it before, and you've heard me say it on podcasts. Sometimes you might
in Wales.
Yeah. Wales went really. The last few times in Cardiff's went really well.
Yeah.
But you can mess something up by just before the joke. Say you've got like a gag to tell. If you get your words wrong, you can ruin the whole joke.
Yeah.
Just by getting one word wrong.
It's like timing and delivery.
Delivery is the main thing, definitely.
So you're saying you were like writing gags. So do you tend to I think of a joke, I'll write it down. You do a bit of that, and then do you sit down and do this is going to be some structure to it? Do you have like a writing session, or is it just as and when it comes to you?
As and when it comes, note it and then write it, and then sometimes I'll write it out. I've got loads of stuff wrote out, but I'll never ever go through the full I'll read through it, but then I'll pick it apart.
Yeah.
How I used to do it when I very first started was write a word on my hand.
Right.
When I very first started, so it'd be like, I don't know, holidays, Geordie joke, soft play,
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing that as an example of little things that I talk about now.
Yeah.
And I'd have them in order on my hand, and I used to obviously try my hardest not to go like that. But then it was a little and it was. I didn't really use it on my hand, but it was more of a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're starting off, it's fine.
Yeah.
When you're doing open mics and you're doing, I think you should do that. But then once you get to a certain, when you're getting paid a lot, people are paying to come and see you. If you're doing that, you can't be doing that unless you genuinely are doing a new material. Right? But then if that's the case, you may as well bring a piece of paper onto stage.
Yeah.
Put it on a stool and say to people and let everyone know I'm doing new material. I might be, but I just think it ruins the effect of the comedy sometimes. I think if you're sort of, I don't know, I can't explain it. I think everyone's different, like you say. Everyone's different, and my way is just, for example, I've told you a joke through there that I've just wrote. That joke I will do, but it will sound nothing like I've just told in there.
Yeah, you've written like the bones of it, and you need
and it'll just come on. And then I was talking to a comic before, who done a joke about catfishing, really, really funny joke, and he said for ages he didn't have a punchline for it though, which is so weird when it's a joke. He said, and he was still telling the joke on stage, and then he said it was like a year of doing this joke, and then one day he just added I won't ruin his joke, but added a really good punchline to it, like really good.
Yeah, big laugh.
And he said, he was like, where did that come from? But I've done that as well on stuff, and so has a lot of comics. Like you'll write something, you'll think, it's funny, but it needs something else to it. It needs like, gets a laugh, it gets a like a but it needs a big laugh. And like, we've just done one there with Daz.
Yeah.
Daz just added to it, and you killed it.
Yeah. I was telling you the story when I used to work in a call centre where the lads used to call me the one too far. So I would have a bit of crack and jokes would be firing back and forth, and I'd be like, when someone's on the outskirts just like hovering like
David Brent.
Yeah. And then I just blurt out another little punchline, and everyone's like, that's that one dead, Liam.
Yeah. Killed it.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah. Move on.
We used to work with a few guys like that, like offshore. When I worked offshore, there was a guy, we used to call him Painful. Painful, not like you. We used to call him Painful John. But do you know what? I've just said his name. He's probably going to watch this podcast and realise everyone's calling him Painful. They actually didn't used to join in on jokes, so he just used to come in and like, everyone would be having loads of crack and having a big laugh, and everyone would be like, it was funny this, wasn't it? And we done this and we done that. And then this Painful would come in and like he'd be like, yeah, I think I'm just going to take the kids on a weekend away when I get home. And you'd be like, oh God,
it's good that, mate.
why are you on shift? Fuck off. We used to
read the room, man. There was
another guy. There was another guy we used to call. What do we call him? We basically had a nickname for. Well, anyone who wanted. There was a guy. I can't remember his name exactly, but he was just used to. He used to turn your 2-week trip offshore into like a 4-week trip. Honestly, meant. Yeah. And I didn't realise how bad he was until they put me with him for a few shifts. And it was like, right, we'll pair the lads off. You go there. And they put me with him, and I seen a few of the lads laughing. And they weren't being nasty because they were never bullies. They're just like, you're going to have a nightmare. He's doom and gloom. They used to call him doom and gloom. So a dark cloud follows him everywhere.
Emotional vacuum, they call it, don't you?
Yeah. And I was 24 at the time. I was making really good money. And I was like offshore. When I say making good money, I was making probably better money than I am in my comedy now.
Yeah.
Like at the time. Mm-hmm. Unless it was John Bishop. I can't think of any other comic who's done what I've done. From going from a really high tax bracket job. Yeah. To doing comedy and literally earning nothing when I first started. Yeah, it
must be hard when you're used to a certain lifestyle and exactly. Money's coming in, you got like financial security, but then I
had a really good job offshore, but I didn't want to do it no more. And that's not knocking any. It was a great job as well. It was funny. I had a great set of lads offshore. Yeah. Where we used to have a great laugh. But anyway, this guy, the Dark Cloud, we used to call him. I can't remember what his name was, but we each literally a dark cloud followed him everywhere. I was 24 years old, and he used to have like jet black hair. He looked a bit like an emo. Yeah. He used to dye it, definitely. About 50.
I like an emo.
Yeah. Back
to my roots.
He used to dye it though, like about 50-odd-year-old. Punk rocker, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then he'd go, how long you been out offshore then? I used to say, I've been here for like a couple of months now, working. How old are you? I think, is he grooming me? and then I say,
I'm in here.
24, mate. He goes, no life for a 24-year-old this. I mean, he used to be sat looking over the balcony, into the sea. Yeah. And I'd be like...
Is he going to jump?
Yeah, and I used to think like... I went, what do you mean, mate? And he went, 24-year-old, you should be in IB for getting off your face on pills. I was like, yeah, but that's not really my style. I was like, to be honest, mate, I said, like, I get on plenty of holidays when I'm home and I've never had this much money in my life. I said, so I've got like a good life, got a nice car and stuff and got a mortgage and that now, like at 24. He was like, no life for a 24-year-old. He was like, you should be doing this when you're older. Yeah. But I'm glad now I did do that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I've got myself in a position where I could focus on the comedy full time. Because obviously I was a plasterer for before I went offshore.
Yeah.
So I'd done an apprentice for years and then I went offshore. Just everyone in Teesside seemed to be going offshore, so I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Managed to get myself out there and then come back to plastering when I had the little one. Working at home, just burping there down the mic, sorry.
Right. I'll zoom in.
Yeah. And then that was it. And then the comedy started.
And you've got that, you're in that position then, aren't you, to...
Yeah, my phone keeps going mental. Only through text. It's off our friend. Alex Law. You can make sure you bleep this out. He's put, and people will get this if they're in the comedy industry. Yeah. We cut that out anyway.
Yeah. It's just one big bleep.
Yeah. He's on about that guy. I'm getting the word. He's been cancelled from everything. We'll just cut the full thing out.
Yeah.
Make sure that's cut out.
Yeah. I'll make sure. I might leave in that you've just mentioned it was Alex Lowe, but not what you said, because then we can link. And you have to say, if you haven't seen the episode already, one of the first episode we did and shared was with Alex Lowe, and there might be a link up here somewhere / in the comments if you want to check that out. It was a good show. That I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good show.
Good lad.
Do you know what someone mentioned to me the other day? Someone, I hate. Do you know what happens with me? Look, that many people tell me different things. My head just goes around a million miles per hour, and I try to think, who said that to me? I always do that. Who said that to me? Who said? But someone was talking about the episode with Alex Law the other day, and said it was great to see him not as Clinton Baptiste.
Yeah.
Said it's the first time they've ever not seen him as Clinton Baptiste, and I can't think. It'll probably come about 40 minutes into this episode. It'll probably come back to me who it was, and I'll be talking a random story, and I'll go, "Oh, it was so and so," and we'll be like, "What?" But yeah, someone was saying the other day the episode with Alex on was great. So, like I say, what do you think of the news this week? Anyway, I was like, I'm not
speaking of doom and gloom.
yeah. I'm not much of a. Like I've said it to you before, I don't really watch the news and that. But when it's plastered all over Facebook, I take it as gospel. Yeah. Like I've said before. Prince Harry.
Yeah. You see that bookshop?
Yeah. Is that real or is it photoshopped?
No, it was real. It was so the book that How to Kill Your Family or whatever it's called. That's by is it Bella or I can't remember. It's Greg James, radio DJ.
Yeah.
His wife. She wrote a book about running, and then she started to do some like novels and stuff. And it was one of hers. So she got sent it a lot, and he shared it. So I thought it was quite funny that it was a bit tongue in cheek, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if it had been photoshopped. I thought someone photoshopped
it's genuine.
It in.
Someone's had a right laugh.
Something like. I mean, I don't know what's happened. I don't know enough about the situation, but
our Stevie's watched the that Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if you marry into the royal family, you got to expect there's certain traditions and old-fashioned things you have to do.
Yeah.
Like, they just seem to be like, right, we're fucking it off. We're going to throw you under the bus and make a bit of money out of it. So I don't really know the full story, and I'm not want to slag any of them off, but
yeah, in case you bump into Big Haz.
Yeah. I don't like, hey, listen, Liam. Heard what you said in the podcast. Big fan, but can you just cut that out for next time?
What impression was that one?
So that was Chief Wiggum again. That was.
I love you. Do you know every episode of this podcast now we should just have
Here's another shit impression.
Here's another shit impression brought to you by Liam Steen. The good thing is though, you do these impressions and they sound like someone else.
Yeah.
So you do like an impression. You're one of these people who does an impression. You're like, that's a really like. If you done it on stage but didn't tell anyone who it was, they'd be like, oh, it was really good that Chief Wiggum one. You'd be like, oh, was it? Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then you try and do a Chief Wiggum one. Go on. Go on, because you won't be able to do it.
I don't know. You need like a quote or something. What does he say? He's kind of brought back and a bit throaty. Yeah, Chief Wiggum. But who was I trying to do at the time? I can't remember. Who's it meant to be? Who are we talking about?
You were doing someone.
It was Johnny Vegas.
Was it Johnny Vegas?
Yeah, because I was talking to you about that.
No, it wasn't. You had done Johnny Vegas later on in it. I'm sure you went. You said something.
Oh no,
Bill
it was
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I'm used to playing with the audiences and the fans and the seats.
That's also Chief Wiggum. There you go. Every time.
Yeah, I'm great impressions. Just
so if I said to you, I'll do a Bill Cosby impression, and then I quickly tap someone and say, listen to his Chief Wiggum impression. They'll be like, whoa, that's really impressive.
Class that, mate.
Yeah. Impressions, man.
Yeah. Ava gets me to do it all the time. Like, I always do voices from books and stuff and TV, like she does, and she'd be like, Daddy, be so-and-so, be so-and-so. I'm like, can I not just be Daddy for a bit?
Yeah. Kids are fascinated with that.
Yeah, be Gruffalo. I'm like, I can't remember what they do again. Another Chief Wiggum. My favourite food. Who's the guy who plays him? Used to be in. I think there's going to be a big chunk of every episode of this podcast where we're just like.
Yeah. Just asking who it was.
It? Yeah.
Nina.
He's in Taggart.
I don't know.
Big Scottish fella.
Oh, the one who. The big fellow who's dead.
Is he dead?
Harry Potter guy.
Oh yeah, he played Hagrid, didn't he?
Is that him?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did die.
Yeah, he's dead. Rest in peace. What's he called again? John.
I was going to say John. Yeah, don't know why I would fucking guess. I got the laptop up.
I know. Get out Harry Potter. I'll get it faster than you. Hagrid was played by Robbie Coltrane.
That is the one.
There you go, Big Robbie.
Big Rob.
Did you watch the Harry Potters?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. When I read the books because we were at that age when they were coming out and we were in end of primary school.
You're the same age as me, aren't you? 33.
Yeah, I'll be 34 tomorrow.
Are you?
Yes, yeah.
You know what? Didn't even know that.
I'm not like a big birthday guy. I said in one of the episodes, don't like receiving presents.
Yeah.
Because I always feel really self-conscious of my reaction.
Yeah.
I don't like asking for anything because I feel like a cheeky twat. So, and it's all a bit like, my day today.
Yeah, you're going to do the smile thing tomorrow.
The what?
The smile thing. The smile thing.
What's that?
Well, you told me about it before when you open presents.
Oh, yeah. Neutral face.
Yeah.
Amazing.
See, I don't. Me and the missus, we buy each other. It's more for the kids, but we do. I do like to, like I say, spend on people. But
I'm like you. I like giving presents.
Yeah.
Just don't want any back.
I'm a giver. Harry Potter was for me
huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was massive. I've been to the Universal Studios in California and seen the Harry Potter stuff
yeah.
But it was
one in Watford in there as well.
Yeah, there's one, but it didn't Harry Potter for me wasn't didn't think. I know it's. Do you know what? I like the music. I like the music in Harry Potter. I like and I like the. If my kids wanted to go and see it, I'd love to take the kids to see Harry Potter and stuff.
Yeah.
But myself, I'm not a massive fan. But I would sit there. I reckon
appreciate it. But
I think it'd be one of the movies that you'd watch. That you'd buzz off if you were taking your kids to it.
Yeah.
You'd really like the movie. But when I was younger, for me, Harry Potter was uncool.
Yeah.
Uncool, man.
Geeky.
I didn't like Pokemon as well. You liked Pokemon,
I did like Pokemon, yeah. I like playing.
Yeah, I didn't like Pokemon. I liked being the cool guy.
Yeah. You know I was ruining jokes and annoying everyone, so I was always the uncool.
But I still I like everything when it comes from I'm very diverse when it comes to music and films, and I do like so many random. If you look down my playlist on my music, it goes from Blink-182, Slipknot, Metallica, to Anthrax, to George Michael,
to
DMX. to the game, to a bit of New Monkey even, and like rave music to like, and then it goes to one of the latest,
classical. You were saying listening away on from gigs. Oh yeah, I like it.
One of the latest albums I have actually just purchased.
Well, there you go.
Is called the 50 Greatest Pieces of Classical Music, and as soon as you play, it's like.
Let's see if I get, what's this one? I was thinking it was going to be movies because I've got a move on that, but yeah.
Nice and then, like, but this sort of song is the type of one I can imagine like eating someone to.
Right. So, Hannibal. Have you seen the TV series Hannibal?
Yes, but do not ruin the very end for me, because every time I've watched Hannibal, right, I went out and bought the box set the other day.
All right.
I'm a bit old school like that. Yeah. Like I like the box set.
Like putting the DVD in. Yeah. Watch an episode.
And every time, and it's happened again now, I've went to watch Hannibal. I've watched up to season 3, because there's only 3 seasons in it, and I'm only halfway through season 3.
Yeah,
I've sort of stopped again. I don't know why.
Lost your mojo with it.
Yeah, but I need to watch it. I'm going to make sure that
it's good, man. It's good.
By the next few episodes. Oh no, I love it. I love Hannibal. I love Dexter as well.
Oh, Dexter was so good.
Dexter's class. I've never seen the newest season though.
I watched it.
Good.
With particularly a lot of American TV shows, they always force out that last 1 or 2 seasons, maybe. And Dexter, I thought the last few seasons are just a bit silly. Yeah, it was silly anyway. It was a daft concept, wasn't it? But
What about the very last one? It came out like a couple of years ago, didn't it?
Yeah. That's so again, people.
The one where he's obviously came back as.
Yeah, and he's got his son. So it's Dexter New Blood, I think it's called, isn't it? And it's about his son.
But I haven't seen the last season yet. The last season is like years later, isn't it?
Mm.
Like 10 years later. Have you seen the actual last? I'm on about the. I'm not.
Do you mean the new spin-off, Dexter New Blood, or do you mean like the final series of Dexter?
So the final. Spoiler alert, everyone. The final season that happened when if you bought the box set years ago, was he went away on that boat and you didn't know if he died. Yeah. And then in the very last episode, as the credits are about to come up, it shows him in front of in another country.
The big beard.
Yeah. And now there's been another one since that, hasn't there?
Yeah, so the one since that.
You don't tell me anything about.
No. Well, I can tell you like the setting the scene. So it's he's in Alaska.
Right.
And he's like building a new life. There's no point watching it now, mate.
It's called Darren now, isn't he? He lives next door and he's a photographer.
Yeah. Photographer extraordinaire. Daz Mac, another plug.
Daz Mac. Photographer extraordinaire.
Mm. But I enjoyed it. I would say Dexter New Blood is better, or I enjoyed it more than I did the final season of the proper Dexter.
Yeah.
Because I just thought Dexter got, like I said, it got silly, it got stupid.
What do you think the best season is for you that you've ever seen?
Of Dexter?
No,
of anything?
Of any seasons.
Well,
I know what the best Dexter one is. Is it the one with the Trinity Killer?
Dexter Morgan.
Yeah.
That is.
But who the hell was that? That was Morgan Freeman that you just done one. You just absolutely ruined him.
Chief Wiggum in Dexter. In fact, that sounded like Matrix. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
What did he do again?
Well, hello, Dexter Morgan.
Who the hell is that?
That's the Trinity Killer.
He goes, hello, Dexter Morgan.
He
goes, hello, Dexter Morgan.
There's a little pause.
There's a little pause in between it.
Like you forgot. Dexter. Oh, shit.
In fact, wait there. Let's see who does the best. I haven't seen it for years.
Yeah, same.
Hello, Dexter Morgan. So you do yours quickly.
Hello, I'm doing it as the voice of Mr. Anderson.
You're doing it as Chief Wiggum again.
I'm doing it as the Matrix, Mr. Smith, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, that's him.
Go on, do it.
Hello, Dexter Morgan.
Hello, Dexter Morgan. He has a pause. He definitely has a pause for that.
Obsessed with this pause.
I haven't seen this for years.
Dexter Morgan.
Oh, okay, it's the wrong place. But yeah, you're right though. Hello.
We both got it wrong.
Dexter Morgan.
Hello. Dexter Morgan.
How long do you think you could make that pause last? That'd be amazing.
And then the other famous quote is Dorks, isn't it?
Which one?
Dorks.
Dorks
was in the season 1.
I can't remember him. Which one was he?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, shit, yeah. Have you seen the guy who takes the piss out?
Surprise, motherfucker.
More supplies, motherfucker.
Dorks must be the most angriest character in the world ever.
Looks like,
and he's always
Yeah.
I'm on you, Dexter. Surprise, motherfucker. Go and do your best Stokes impression.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, it's all right, that. He's doing all right there.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Killed it. Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, that's all good. When you find that video.
It probably will. It'll get copyrighted off, won't it?
Well,
Some first. Surprise, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker. Supplies, motherfucker. Can't tell I've watched it before, can you? Surprise, motherfucker. It's probably just going to put dogs.
Some guys, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong sides, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker. Blue eyes, motherfucker. Supplies, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker.
I wouldn't know how long it took him to do that.
A long time.
Class.
That's so funny. So
Yeah.
best season I've ever watched of anything.
Of anything you've ever seen.
Trying to think of the seasons that I've
Can't say Brazzers.
Oh shit, that was my go-to. New Bar Films. No, that was another dodgy one. So when I was watching Dexter, Stevie and I like first started seeing each other, so we were like doing the long distance, and she was staying at mine for New Year. I remember
gobble halfway through that. Why Dexter's doing this? Why Dexter's killing someone?
That's why he paused. It's like, hello,
Surprise, motherfucker.
some popcorn, motherfucker. No, too far. But yeah, that was New Year's Day, and we booked a meal to go out for like New Year's Day night to like have something to eat, and we literally scranning as fast as we could. We'd only just got dressed to go out because we've been binging Dexter all day.
Yeah.
We were like, should we just eat this up and go back and watch Dexter? Like, that was like
Yeah.
we were in season 4. So that's got to be up there as one of the best.
Yeah, Dexter's definitely one of the best seasons. One of my favourite seasons. Am I saying why do I keep saying seasons? Series.
Yeah. It's the American twang on it.
Dexter's probably one of the best series I've seen. Breaking Bad has to be. Seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah. Yeah, it's class.
Breaking Bad's unbelievable.
I really enjoyed it.
I don't know if it's because at the time, Breaking Bad, I was offshore again. Did you know I worked offshore?
No, how are you?
Yeah, I worked
How old are
offshore. 24, and I was making really good money.
No age for that job, mate. No age. no
Making
life.
really good money. Now I'm sat here in Crocs.
Hey.
I used to absolutely annihilate people for wearing offshore.
I sort of tiptoed around the conversation with Stevie. I was like, I quite fancy. James got some Crocs. I quite fancy some. She's like, you cannot pull off Crocs.
Just get them.
I know. Eventually
You can pull them off, mate. You can pull them off.
Yeah, better than these.
Just come home with them on.
Yeah.
You know what? Just dead easy to slip on.
Yeah.
I
like you can get like, I'd look on the website because you can get like slider versions, like slipper versions, and all these like indoor outdoory ones.
I've got my little girl some fluffy ones inside,
Mint.
and then I've got some. And then I got my missus some fluffy ones as well.
Nice.
My little girl's got pink ones. My missus has got like multicoloured ones off us, and some fluffy ones with black. Like they've got like the black normal Crocs, but then they've got like cheetah fur.
Yeah.
She's a bit kinky like that.
Nice.
Kinky Crocs.
Just keep them on.
yeah, keep them on. Yeah. What was I going to say?
Well, going back to best seasons.
Yeah, Breaking Bad series for me. I was working away at the time, and everyone had seemed to have watched it. Everyone had watched it already, and everyone kept going, you need to watch Breaking Bad, you need to watch Breaking Bad. And I was in Tesco. Every little helps. We're not sponsored by them.
No.
I was in Tesco, and I seen the box set for 30 quid, and I thought, I'm going for it. It might have actually been $39.99.
Whoa, spender.
I remember thinking, is this going to be worth it, the way everyone's going on about it?
Yeah.
And then what happened is I was on the night shift, and I used to have a DVD player in my room, and I'd literally be working like 6 till 6. I say working, didn't used to do any work. But as soon as I'd finished shift, I used to go back to my room, and I'd binge like 3 episodes.
Right.
Like I'd have me tea, because technically when you work night shift offshore, do you know I worked offshore?
Yeah. Don't think you mentioned that actually.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I was 24.
24, right? No life.
Yeah, I was making good money. When I used to finish night shift, some night shift, I would finish on their breakfast. So my tea would be would be their breakfast, if you get what I mean. So I'd have like cornflakes for tea, or I used to have like 8 slices of toast.
Yeah,
with syrup
can't
on
go
it.
wrong with toast. Sorts out a lot of
And
problems.
then, but then my breakfast would be like steak. And I'm actually on a BBC documentary.
All right.
Offshore. I'll send you it.
Yeah, I'll have to play it on the...
I can't find it though. I've been trying to find it. It is there. It's on, it's like on a...
What was it called?
Like Life on the Rigs or something.
Life on the Rigs. Oh.
It shows you and it says James Kilvington, amateur boxer. But it's in a different language as well. BBC Alba it was on.
Oh yeah, is that Welsh or?
Yeah. So it's in what's the other language called?
Welsh.
No. There's a different language. There's another language that they speak. It's like James Kilvington, but in the background it's like talking.
Yeah.
And then it says, and then it's just me talking and going, working a night shift, it's a bit funny having steak for breakfast. And then there's I say this really cheesy bit in it as well, when you're away, you miss the trees. You miss the trees.
Quite poetic for you, like.
Yeah. Are we still on? Are we dying today or not? Are we doing all right?
Yeah, we're doing okay. It's just these fucking podcast screens are not doing what they're supposed to. But
yeah, we were talking about the royal family earlier on. Harry, don't know the lad. Probably a normal lad, to be honest. Probably just a normal lad. But when I seen that bit about him talking about, I seen a little clip of him saying about...
Slagging off Camilla, was it?
No, not that bit. I didn't even see that bit, to be honest. I just seen the bit that people have highlighted, and it was like him having a fight with his brother. And saying his brother threw him over or something, or pushed him over.
Yeah.
And he hit his back, and I was like, fucking hell, my brother threw me through a telly. Do you know, when we were younger,
it's like he's telling tales.
Smashed my other brother's head off the fireplace. It's like, I had two brothers, we used to just fight all the time. Isn't that normal?
Yeah, if you're not bleeding, shut up.
Isn't that normal, though?
I guess so.
Did you say, are you only child?
No, I've got an older sister, and when we were sort of teenage and stuff, we wouldn't be might give each other a dead arm, but not proper. Yeah, I wouldn't throw her over a sofa or something.
So I was the youngest. I had two older brothers.
Yeah.
I was like the test dummy. I was a test dummy, yeah. See that there? See what I've just done there?
Mm.
If I'd done that on stage and I was saying that and I started talking like that, because I said dunny and then I said dummy, I corrected myself.
Yeah.
That'd ruin the joke.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you earlier on.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little callback from earlier on. Oh. That's it. You were saying, I was you said it went on stage and you went, I told the brothers, I was the youngest, I was like the test dummy, like that. You'd ruin the joke. Joke would be done.
Yeah,
everyone would be like, he's not very confident in him, is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now.
Imagine.
But yeah, so I was like the test dummy. We used to do WWF.
Oh yeah.
It was then. It's WWE now, isn't it?
Wrestling, yeah.
Oh, it was class. The wrestling back in the day was mint. I loved the wrestling. So you can say I didn't like Pokemon, I didn't like that. But do you know what used to wind me up is when people used to say to me, wrestling's fake, and I'd be like, I know it is.
Yeah.
Do you really think
so's Coronation Street?
Wrestling's fake? I used to love the wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when it was like DX and all that,
Yeah.
The Generation X, suck it.
That music was class. Like when you first got Napster.
Rage Against the Machine, wasn't it?
Yeah. To be downloading them all.
Are you ready? Think you can tell us what to do?
You used to have all the CDs as well.
I used to have the CDs, yeah. Volume 4.
Yep, the green one.
And then I was absolutely devastated because The Rock.
Oh yeah, that was
the Rock song.
The Rock says.
Yeah. So when the one that went, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah.
So I used to pretend to be The Rock, I'd be fighting my brother, and on the CD version, like halfway through the song, towards 3/4 through the song, he goes, The Rock says he's gonna get your little CD, dust it up, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass. Like that. And I used to fume, it doesn't say that.
That's not the proper version.
My brother went, and then the fight would start, the real fight would start. Because I'd be trying to be The Rock, and but then The Rock would be saying, it's not a real, you've got a CD, you're pretending to be him in the front room, I'm in my pants with my socks pulled up high. Do you know what I mean? Ultimate Warrior. See, I was brought up with you've got the Ultimate Warrior there, show him, we've got him with us. I was brought up with that era, and you might say that's before you, when I was born in 89, but believe it or not, my nana got my older brother's SummerSlam 89 on video, which is where
Jesse Ventura,
the Ultimate Warrior fought.
Oh no, I'm thinking 99, sorry, beg your pardon.
Ultimate Warrior fought Ravishing Rick Rude. Bret Hart's the first the Heart Foundation fight on the first one.
Yeah.
Who else fights on it? Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake fight.
What a name that is.
Fight Zeus at the end. Zeus is in it. A guy called Zeus.
So I was a bit.
But the reason I watched it is because my brothers had it on video.
Yeah.
So I know that era as well. So like obviously they had the figures like Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior. Like I was younger, that Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake.
Proper Hulk Hogan. Jake the Snake. We used to do the Jake Snake squeeze when we were wrestling. Like your chin in the neck.
And then obviously the wrestling started, didn't it? Like with like Triple H and obviously Undertaker was in it for years, wasn't he? And
yeah. I think he's only just stopped.
Yeah, Mankind and The Rock and Stone Cold.
I've read Mick Foley's book. It's good.
With Chris Jericho and everyone, Kurt Angle. It was that whole like.
It's like late 80s to early 90s and mid 90s was so. Because then he started putting on
primary school. I'd say my primary school was because we used to fight in the playground, like me and my mates, and pretend to be the wrestlers, like Devon, get the tables. We used to 3D people. We 3D'd a lad on the concrete once.
Yeah,
his chin whacked off the concrete. Me and my mate.
So you guys are the reasons why all the adverts were like, please. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, we weren't. We were trying it at school.
Not even at home.
Then, but...
Favourite wrestler of all time?
Favourite wrestler of all time? When I used to watch it when I was younger, obviously The Rock was probably one of my favourite at the time.
Yeah.
I liked Stone Cold as well. I liked the Stone Cold. 316 and all that. But now as I've got older, I like loads of wrestlers. I like Ravishing Rick Rude, even though... Because I just think he's so funny.
Yeah.
You know, like when he used to come in and take his robe off, and he was absolutely steroided up a fuck, like absolutely juiced,
twitching,
with a massive tash, biggest porno tash you'll ever see. And then he used to say like, Val Venus was the sort of copy of him, wasn't he?
Hello, ladies.
Was that Morgan Freeman again?
Hello, lady.
You may as well just do every impression as Bill Cosby.
I can't even do the Bill Cosby because that was fucking Chief Wiggum.
Hello, ladies.
That was good.
That's it there.
That is good. That was.
And then, but Ravishing Rick Rude used to come out and he used to go, for all you SummerSlam sweat hogs, I need you to keep the noise down so the ladies can watch me take my robe off and I can show them what a real sexy guy looks like. You know, he might take his, or whatever he'd say, and then his music had come on. But he was cool as, you know what I mean? Take his top off and he used to just start necking women in the crowd.
Yeah.
He used to just get off with women.
It's like a pantomime, really. It was just like
get off with women in the crowd.
Yeah.
But apparently he was a gentleman off stage.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like the characters, aren't they, to be fair?
Well, apparently he was rock hard as well.
Yeah.
I've seen loads of...
I didn't know him that well.
I've seen loads of documentaries on him being like... Apparently he was hard as nails. There's a few of them who were like that though. Which obviously Ken Shamrock was as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's still going in like some...
He was like...
He's just gone into MMA and all sorts.
He was into MMA, wasn't he? He was
the one he fought a lot with the black trousers, black hair, black goatee with a kendo stick.
Oh, in the WWF it was Steve Blackman, wasn't
Steve Blackman, yeah, because Steve Blackman and Ken Shamrock used to fight quite a lot, didn't they?
And then in real life he used to fight Tito Ortiz in the UFC, didn't he?
Right.
And he had a few fights with Tito. They had a few fights, like in the real...
Yeah, actual bust-ups.
There's a few of them have done it though, real, haven't they? Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's UFC World Champion.
Yeah. Do you think he didn't have a good time when his first fight, did he? And everyone was like, see, it's not that... And then he didn't... He
wouldn't. He was heavyweight world champion in UFC though, wasn't he?
Fair fucking play, right?
You can't like not be as hard as a coffin nail if you're UFC heavyweight champion of the
world. It's like Logan Paul, isn't it? Like everyone, when you first make that move from something that's completely different to actually... proper fighting, everyone's a bit like, you're gonna be shit, and then actually they've proven themselves.
I think the different. Well, I think Logan and that done a bit of wrestling, and I think that maybe would be certainly better at wrestling than people who haven't done it. But I think Brock Lesnar was a really good wrestler in high school, like a proper wrestling.
Like Kurt Angle, he was an Olympian.
Kurt Angle was Olympian, wasn't he? He was a gold medalist. I think like you've either got that in you though, definitely when it comes to fighting.
Yeah,
you've got fight or flight. Yeah. Definitely. I've seen so
many understand the mechanics of it. Like
I've seen so many people come in the boxing gym. Ronnie, my old coach, used to say, "There's no point training a lad for years." This was his little, would you say motto is what he went by?
Mantra, maybe you would say motto or mantra.
Yeah, he used to say, "There's no point training someone for years, wasting your time training them if they want to fight." I'm saying, and wasting all that time with them, then getting a fight for them. You may as well, if they want to fight, get them fit.
Yeah.
get them half ready. Don't mean half ready as in like half fit. Get them super fit. Get them a fight in the amateurs. I'm on about because amateurs when it doesn't really matter if you win or lose. And get them a fight. He said because sometimes he said you might train someone, waste them for years. He said that's it. He said he trained thousands of people boxing, including myself and loads of people around Middlesbrough who've done really well with the boxing and stuff. And he's seen it all. And he said he trained some lads. He said there were $1 million on the pads, looked amazing on the punch bag, looked great even in sparring. But they get a fight and the fight in front of a crowd, and it's like fuck, and their ass just goes, just a bottle goes, and it's totally. I suppose in a way, you can put that back to comedy, couldn't you? You could say the funniest guy in the pub wouldn't be the funniest guy on stage.
Yeah.
Because, and an old professional boxer told me this years ago, he said, you could put a British champion on a punch bag and you could put Ricky Hatton, for example, on a punch bag who was world champion at the time.
Yeah.
You could put them both on the punch bag and they both look the same.
Yeah.
But in the fight, Ricky Hatton had put himself in a different position to that lad. He'd be in, when you throw a punch, he'd be at the side of you.
Yeah.
And then you can keep going up the levels, can't you? You got Floyd Mayweather, and then Floyd Mayweather's like textbook. Then it's like everything he's doing is like, and it's same with Tyson Fury, people like that, Usyk and all that. Like Fury's probably one of them people, Tyson Fury, where you watch him on the bag, you'd think, oh yeah, he looks all right.
Yeah.
He obviously looks strong and he looks good. And then when you get in the ring with him, you think, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like how am I dealing with this? Like. What he's nearly bloody 7 foot tall, leaning on me with all that weight, flinging me about, and and I bet you as well, like you can't unless you've boxed or you've been like involved in boxing or had a proper fight. You don't realise with these type of people how like Fury like throwing a jab at you.
Yeah.
Would feel like someone throwing a big backhand at you, you know, like how hard it.
You know, he's got more to come, kind of thing. It's not the.
Yeah. He's meant to be freakishly strong as well. I know a few lads who know him, and
it's like what Troy was saying on one of the other episodes about like sparring.
Yeah,
you kind of have to be aware of the ability of the person you're sparring with, because you're not just going to go all in and twat him and get nothing from it, but you're not going to completely step back. So suddenly he sneaks a shot in, and you've got to try and.
Yeah, of course you have.
It's not just right. You can fight. Go. It's like there's a
boxing and UFC, any combat sport, probably kickboxing, K1, Thai boxing, any combat sport has technique. You've got to have technique. You've got to have, and it's clever. You can't not say it's. You can't just. Otherwise, everyone would be world champion, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You can't just like. It's so like. Until someone's boxed, until someone has actually had a move about they'd realise, like you don't. That's why I call
there's more to it.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. Like you see all these lads going to like fighting in pubs and on a Saturday night, and put them in a boxing ring or a octagon or whatever with any of these, or a professional wrestler. Put them in with them, and they'll just get battered. 9 times out of 10, and it doesn't matter unless they've got like some sort of. And that I really believe that unless they genuinely are hard as nails and technically good, because what happens is people start winging away and then eventually block, and then like let's fight now, let's properly fight. Do you know what Joe Rogan actually talked about it on one of his podcasts? Joe Rogan hit the nail on the head with it. He said like a professional fighter is so different to someone who's never done any fighting, because if they had a fight with him eventually. The professional fighter would like let you throw your punches. If they had the space I'm on about, let's just say it was in a car park, they'd go, all right, block, I'll take them. And then that lad would be like, or girl, or whatever, would be like, and then the fighter would be like, right, let's fight now. Do you know why the other person? And then it's game over, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yes. It's even just like tiring out your opponent.
Yeah, you don't just.
What did you think of the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight? Did you watch that?
I just thought it was a big money thing, but I don't blame them.
No, well, fair play.
Do you know what I mean?
If someone was like, me and you have a fight for however many million, I'll give it a go.
It's
like, don't really hurt me though.
I think they genuinely wanted to hurt each other, but I just think Conor is an MMA fighter.
Yeah. You could tell he kept punching like the back of his head and stuff, just sort of habit more than anything probably.
He's great at fighting MMA.
Yeah.
It's just a totally different sport, isn't it? It's like putting a kickboxing with a boxer in a boxing ring. Going to be a different fight. The boxer's always going to win in a boxing ring 9 times out of 10.
It's on home turf.
That's like exactly. You put Floyd Mayweather in a MMA.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't do it, would he?
You're in my house now.
He wouldn't do it, would he?
No,
he's too clever.
Yeah, I mean, you probably get people who go into MMA as a boxer that can do a bit of all sorts.
The wrestling.
Yeah, because it's mixed, isn't it? You can have a jiu-jitsu fighter versus someone who's a wrestler, and
it used to be class years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
Before it was like big in like UFC the way it is now with all the money. It used to be. Can you remember years ago when it used to be like when we were younger, if you'd see it on YouTube when it first started, it used to be like a kickboxer versus like a martial artist, and they'd have the different outfits on.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd like one would look like Bruce Lee fighting away, and one would look like E Honda off Street Fighter. Street Fighter, what a game that was. Did you ever play Street Fighter?
Yeah, I used to play it on my mate's PC. I didn't have it. I've got like Street Fighter 2 remastered or something for the PS4, Street Fighter 4 or something.
Yeah.
Do like a bit of that. Okay. Hadouken! Got me done.
Yeah. Is that Bill Cosby?
Yeah. Hadouken! Should I have a piss break?
Yeah, son.
Enjoy your piss break?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but we were on a fast one today as we were both on the school run.
Yeah.
So
and you've been gassing with Daz next door, getting all your fancy photos done.
Yeah, so you will see some modelling photo shoots of me soon. Hopefully we'll get some of me and Liam soon as well.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll get some shots done for the website and social media accounts and stuff. Do it all properly now. We're cooking on gas and getting some episodes out.
That's it. Good. That's it. Cooking on Crocs.
Hey.
But yeah, like I say, keep following our podcast, please. There will be longer episodes. This is a bit of a shorter one. Just a little mess about today. A bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And when stuff happens, we will be straight on it.
And if you are watching on YouTube, which I think most people are over audio only, if you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'd be amazing, because that helps us grow and get the podcast out to more people.
Sorry, I'm over talking. You don't realise how important that is for us. Subscribe.
Oosh.
And then better
like or dislike.
You know what I mean? You can even, Liam will put his PayPal in. You can even send some money as well.
I was going to say we could set up a Patreon, but maybe it might be an OnlyFans thing instead that we could.
Yeah. Just Liam getting his cock out.
My cameras aren't good enough to pick it up. So.
No problem.
Although the last episode I was talking about my heavy chopper, so.
Yeah. There you go.
Load of bullshit. So yeah, you got the school run. Then you said you got some shows coming up. Or are you still writing?
Yeah, I'm writing at the moment, but I've got some big shows coming up. But at the moment, I'm doing a lot of writing, and then big shows are starting in the next few weeks, and then I've got Stickies coming up as well. Stickies Comedy Club. We've got Make Me Laugh. I think that's sold out already. Sold out in 3 days.
That's class.
Or 4 days. Sold straight out.
Yeah. You got your Billingham gig as well. That's tickets are flying out now.
Yeah, all the early bird ones are nearly gone. I think by the time we do the next podcast, I think they'll all be gone. Mint. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Just manifesting that there.
Exactly. It will be.
You know what I mean?
And next time you've got stuff like that, we'll perhaps put a code on the podcast, and you can get a discount or something in the future.
And then hopefully I'll see you at a show soon. What about you? Same where?
Yeah. I'll be at your show, so I don't know what I've got going on. I'm just plodding through at the moment.
You can tell my ADHD's kicked in, by the way, because I've got to go and pick my kids up.
Yeah.
So and there's nothing worse than the kid waiting there and being the shit dad, especially when I'm turning up with these Crocs on. So I'm going to go and get running, and I'm going to go and pick my kids up for school. Peace out. Thanks for watching. This has been Liam Senior.
That's me, and this has been James Gildenton.
Thank you. That's me. And follow our podcast. Do you know what I mean? Podcast. Hit share, hit like, hit subscribe. Do everything you can. No trolls, because we'll fuck you off.